that we are better the way we are. You don't have to be better than someone else. You don't have to be on top of someone else to call yourself successful. Greetings, everyone, and welcome to the third episode of Newness Counseling Organization Therapeutic Sessions. This is a unique initiative that we have started, whereby we'll be gathering here every Sunday from 3 p.m. so that we can have discussions that are going to be of impact to our lives. These sessions have been powered by Newness Counseling Organization, which is a non-governmental organization that offers mental health and counseling services. We have also partnered with Terrain Africa, which is a company that sells land. And we have also partnered with Women of Courage. Also, we have Afrikiri Village, which is also a mental health organization. They are also our partner. We also have Nita Decos. Nita Decos, they offer decoration and event planning programs. It's very nice that you can contact them. All those organizations and institutions that I've mentioned, I believe you can access their contacts in various social media platforms, so feel free to do so. Today we are going to look at the present questions that we have. We have 3 questions, and I believe that we are going to carefully respond to them. And the first question is this: why is competition and comparison everywhere? At family level, friends, spouse, siblings, co-workers, etc. Here's the question again. Why is competition and comparison everywhere? At family level, friends, spouse, siblings, co-workers, etc. Now, we are going to respond to that question before we respond to the next question, of course. So, hang around with me. I want us to go for a journey together. I want us to take a step-by-step journey so that we can carefully digest this question. Well, it's very true and very real, I would say, that comparison is everywhere and competition. The worst is that it's even at the family level, whereby you find siblings competing during the holidays, who come home with the newest brand of a car, who will come home with a designer suit, who will come home with this and that. And competition, because what I want us to do is I want us to get deeper into understanding the root cause of competition. Where is competition and comparison coming from? So, since we were born, and when we got to a level where we started understanding what is happening in our environment, we grew up in a society that embraced competition and comparison more than anything else. And every level in the stages of our development, That's all we find. You go to the kindergarten, you're just 4 years old, and there's grading. The child who gets more marks, the child who is able to write ABCD without mixing them somewhere in between, gets a crap, gets a thumbs up, and the one who doesn't gets nothing. Or even worse, that child is requested to stand in front of the class, and everybody can shame them or can see what a failure that child is. So we've grown up witnessing and becoming victims of competition and comparison. The reason why there's competition and comparison is because as human beings, we have been conditioned to believe that for you to receive cognition, for you to be recognized in the current society, you must be better than someone else. That when you are on top, when you are the first, that is when people respect you. That is when everyone claps for you. Everyone says congratulations. But the person who is at the bottom is seen as a failure. So this desire to be better than someone else is deeply rooted from the conditioning that I have mentioned that we received while we were growing up. And it is after you've come to face the real life, it is after you're done with your studies and you're out of the school system, that's when you come to realize that how you are trained and how you are conditioned is actually the opposite. For you to thrive in the real world, you have to do the opposite of what you are told. And that is the same notion that people are coming out with because you have been conditioned for so many years. You spend more than 25 years of your life in a classroom. And the only thing that is within those four walls is comparison and competition. So it becomes almost automatic that even when you're 30, when you're 40, when you're 50, when you're 60, even when you're 100 years, you want to live more years, not so that you can enjoy life longer, but so that you can beat someone in your village who died while they were 99 years old. So you want to die while you are 100 so that people can talk about how you are the best in dying. You died at 100, someone else died while they were 99. So useless competition. So this is what is now bringing in the idea of pressure, whereby you find yourself chasing things that you don't want, going after material things and so many other things, trying to accumulate grades, trying to accumulate different levels of education. You want to do a degree. After that, you want to do a PhD. You want to have 17 PhDs. For what? But simply because you're not doing it for the sake of education. You're not doing it for the sake of understanding or for the sake of the experience itself. You are doing it so that in your village, they can sing that you are the one who is most educated. But what you don't realize is this, that instead of being educated, you have actually been indoctrinated. So let us now carefully assess where comparison is coming in, where comparison is coming from, and exactly what is happening. So when you want to be on the top, when you want to be better than someone else, this communicates that already within yourself, you believe that you're not good enough. That the only way you are going to feel and believe that you are good enough, that you are worthy, is when you are on top of someone else. And that's a very ruthless and merciless way to live your life. Because if you are on top, if you are celebrating because you are on top, that means that you are happy that someone else has lost. That's automatically what it means. That the reason why I'm so excited and so happy because I'm on top, I'm the first one, I'm better than that person, then I'm so happy, not necessarily because I'm on top, but because someone else is below me. So you're celebrating other people's failure unconditionally, unknowingly. So this desire to be better than someone else is a needless cycle that is going to cause you suffering and pain. Because what you're going to realize in life is this, that every stage you get into, every step you go up, you always find someone who is better than you. You always find someone who has more than you do. You always find someone who is in the next level above you. So you're going now to find yourself in that cycle, that vicious cycle of always trying to compete, always trying to compare, to be better than someone else. That is an egoic way of living your life, because that is your ego which is competing. And you keep on accumulating things you don't want. You keep on buying and purchasing and working hard and doing everything you can to accumulate and heap things to yourself. And those are things that you do not need. Those are things that you clearly know and understand that I'm never going to use them. They are never going to be of any help to me. So, the reason why comparison and competition is arising is because we have been conditioned so from a very young age. You have to be the first, you have to be on top. When you're the first one, you get a reward. When you are not, you get a shame on you. But what the system does not acknowledge and cultivate is this, that we are all unique. We are all differently abled. There's a child who is never going to get any good grades in school, but you take that child to a technical school for a technical course, this child is going to do well. So we were told that we are supposed to chase the same things, all of us, but we are differently abled. If from a tender age we were conditioned to appreciate ourselves as we are, to appreciate when someone is ahead of you, then we'll not be having this problem. But we have it now because we are conditioned. You have to be better than someone else for you to feel worthy. Someone else has to fail for you to feel as if you are successful. You have to be happy when you are the one who is on top. And when you're on top, that means that you are sitting on the head of so many other people. And that is why now today, someone would rather kill someone else for them to be on top. They don't care about the cost or the price they are going to pay for as long as they are on top. Once you realize that you are in that vicious cycle of comparing and competing, you have to sit back and have a conversation with yourself and ask yourself, what is it within me? What is that belief that I'm holding on that is making me to want to be better than someone else? Because everything that you find yourself doing and it's unpleasant, you don't like it, there's always a belief deep down within that is always pushing you to do that which is going to show you that you're better than someone else by just being ahead of them. So you have to understand and tell yourself and keep reminding yourself that I'm complete just the way I am. I am unique, and I don't have to be better than someone else to believe that I'm worthy. I don't have to be better than someone else to believe that I'm successful in life. I don't have to be better than someone else to be happy in life. I can be all the way at the back. I can be the last one, but be the happiest. Because the goal is to be happy, whether you are the first, the second, or the last. So don't let being the first bother you. Your concern should be, am I happy? Am I satisfied? Is life fulfilling? And if life is not fulfilling with little, it will not be fulfilling with more. If your life is not, if you're not happy with less, you'll not be happy with more. Because even when you have that which you think is more, you come to realize that there's more than the more that I thought I can have. So you keep gathering and accumulating and heaping things. And with the time you realize that the more you bring to yourself, the more you accumulate externally, the emptier you feel in the inside. Because most likely you are trying to fill a void that is within you. Maybe you are brought up in poverty. Maybe you are brought up by parents who really didn't have much. And maybe you are 5 of you or 10 of you. So there was scarcity of resources. Now you are trying to overcompensate by thinking that I have to be better than someone else for me to fill the void of the kind of a background with the scarce resources that I was brought up in. But that is never going to help. You're always going to find yourself having to work and work and work to buy things, to accumulate things that you do not need. Let us end competition. Let us believe and know that we are better the way we are. You don't have to be better than someone else. You don't have to be on top of someone else to call yourself successful.